Picture this. You're in a store, surrounded by the quiet hum of possibility. The new smartphone glistens under the bright, optimistic lights. It's not just a device, it's a promise of being faster, more connected, more creative. You pick it up. You feel the smooth, cool, impossibly perfect metal in your hand. It has a satisfying weight, a density that speaks of quality and power. There are no scratches, no fingerprints, no history. It is pure potential. Your old phone, resting in your pocket, suddenly feels heavy and obsolete. It works just fine, of course. It makes calls, connecting you to the people you love. It sends texts, carrying your thoughts across distances in an instant. It does everything you truly need it to do. But this new one has a camera that sees the world in colors more vivid than reality. It has a processor so fast that the digital world bends to your will without a moment's hesitation. The screen is brighter, the battery lasts longer, the design is a subtle evolution that makes your current model look dated. And then, the thought pops into your head, uninvited but strong, insistent, I want it. I want it right now. This feeling is powerful. It's a surge of adrenaline and dopamine, a chemical cocktail designed to propel you toward a reward. It is a siren's call, promising immediate happiness and satisfaction. It whispers that you've worked hard, that you deserve this little upgrade. It tells you that waiting is for someone else, not for you. Why delay joy? You can almost feel the crisp tear of the plastic wrap, the satisfying click as you power it on for the first time. The joy of unboxing it is already a tangible thing in your mind. This single moment, this decision point, is where wealth is either built or silently destroyed. It is the battleground between your present self, who craves immediate pleasure, and your future self, who needs security and freedom. The desire for right now is called instant gratification. It is the fundamental, deeply human urge to have pleasure and avoid pain in this very second, without concern for what comes next. And make no mistake, we are all wired for it. This isn't a personal failing, it's a biological inheritance. Our ancestors needed it to survive in a world of scarcity and immediate danger. If they found a bush full of ripe berries, they ate them immediately. There was no guarantee the berries would be there tomorrow. Another tribe or a hungry animal might find them. They did not save them for a far-off, uncertain future. The now was all that mattered. This ancient survival programming still runs deep within our modern brains. It served our ancestors well, but in the modern world of abundance and credit cards, it can become a quiet thief of our financial dreams. The true cost of now is often hidden, disguised in a series of seemingly harmless transactions. It is not just the $1,000 price tag on the smartphone. It is the accumulated price of hundreds, even thousands, of similar choices made over years. It's the daily gourmet coffee that feels like a small treat but adds up to thousands. It's the streaming subscription you forgot you had, quietly billing you each month. It's the buy now, pay later deal that seems so harmless at first, spreading the cost so thinly you barely notice it, until you have several at once. Each individual decision feels small. What's $5 for a coffee? What's $15 for a subscription? In the grand scheme of your finances, it feels insignificant, a drop in the ocean. But together, these small leaks can sink a large ship. They slowly, silently erode your ability to build lasting wealth, to gain financial freedom, and to secure your future against the unexpected. In this essay, we will not just talk about the problem. We're going to arm you against it. We will uncover the hidden psychological and biological forces that drive these impulses. I will show you exactly how these small, seemingly harmless choices drain your bank account over time, using real numbers and clear examples. More importantly, I will give you simple, practical steps you can take today to build your defense. These are not drastic, painful life changes. They are small habits, tiny adjustments to your daily routine that create friction between you and your impulses. They will help you take back control, to be the one who decides where your money goes, not your ancient brain. You will learn to delay gratification, not to deny yourself pleasure, but to consciously choose a greater, more lasting, and more meaningful reward later on. Let's begin. Let's start with a simple and perhaps unsettling truth. Every financial decision you make is filtered through a complex biological machine that evolved for a world that no longer exists. This means your brain is not always on your side when it comes to money. In fact, it has a powerful built-in preference for immediate rewards over future gains. To understand this, think of it like having two competing managers in your head, each with a very different agenda. We call them the planner and the impulsor. One manager is the planner. This is the voice of your prefrontal cortex, the most recently evolved part of your brain. This part of your brain is logical, analytical, and forward-thinking. It thinks about long-term goals, save for a house, invest for retirement, build a secure future for your loved ones. The planner is patient. It understands that good things take time and consistent effort. It's the voice of reason that encourages sensible choices for the long haul. But then, there's the other manager, the impulsor. This part of your brain, your limbic system, is much older and, in the heat of the moment, far more powerful. It cares only about the present moment. It wants what feels good right now. This is driven by a powerful cognitive bias known as present bias. It's our natural tendency to overvalue immediate rewards at the expense of future ones. For example, the impulsor would much rather have $100 today than $120 a month from now, even though the planner knows waiting is the more profitable choice. The promise of now feels more real, more tangible. The impulsor is wired for survival and immediate satisfaction, a relic from a time when the future was deeply uncertain, and grabbing a resource now was a matter of life and death. This ancient wiring is easily exploited. When you see an advertisement for a flash sale with a countdown timer, that's a scarcity cue. The impulsor shouts, "Buy it before it's gone." And it's not just about sales. When you feel stressed after a long day, the impulsor suggests, "A little online shopping will make you feel better." This is stress-triggered spending, a common coping mechanism where we seek a quick mood boost from a purchase. This internal conflict between the patient planner and the demanding impulsor is at the heart of our struggle with instant gratification. And more often than not, the impulsor wins. Why? Because it's faster, more instinctual, and it works on autopilot. Every time you give in to an impulse, your brain releases chemicals, most notably dopamine, that make you feel good. This rush of pleasure is a powerful reward. This creates a powerful feedback loop that reinforces the behavior. You see something you want, you buy it. Your brain gives you that little hit of pleasure. Over time, this process becomes an ingrained habit. Your brain learns that spending money equals feeling good, even if that feeling is temporary and the long-term consequences, like debt or an empty savings account, are negative. The habit becomes automatic, happening without conscious thought. And the modern world is a veritable playground for your inner impulsor. Advertisements are meticulously designed to trigger it with urgency and emotional appeals. Social media algorithms show you an endless, personalized stream of things you might want, creating a constant sense of desire. And technologies like one-click ordering and contactless payments remove all the friction from spending. Think about it. You no longer have to physically count out cash, an act that makes a purchase feel real and significant. Now, you just tap a card or click a button. The transaction is abstract, almost invisible. This speed and ease make it incredibly simple to act on impulse, without giving your thoughtful planner even a moment to step in and ask, "Do we really need this? Can we afford it?" Understanding this internal wiring is the crucial first step toward taking back control. This isn't about blaming yourself for a lack of willpower or feeling guilty about past mistakes. Willpower is a finite resource, easily depleted by stress and decision fatigue. Instead, it's about recognizing the powerful system you're up against, both inside your own head and in the hyper-commercialized world around you. By seeing the strings, you can begin to learn how to pull them yourself. To understand why we buy things we don't need, we have to look deeper, inside the intricate wiring of your brain's reward system. This ancient network has been fine-tuned over millions of years, and at its very core, it runs on a single, powerful neurotransmitter. It is run by a chemical messenger called dopamine. Now, you've probably heard dopamine called the feel-good chemical, the molecule of pleasure. But that's a common misconception, and it's not the whole story. The actual feeling of pleasure, the liking of a reward, is largely handled by other chemicals in your brain, like opioids. Dopamine's role is far more primal and far more influential on your behavior. It is more accurately the wanting chemical. It does not just create pleasure when you get a reward. In fact, studies show that the dopamine spike is highest in the moments you get the reward. It's the chemical of anticipation. It drives your motivation to seek out that reward in the first place. It's the force that gets you off the couch, the whisper in your ear that says, "Go get that." When you see something desirable, like a new pair of sneakers or a delicious-looking cake, your brain releases a small amount of dopamine in a region called the nucleus accumbens. This creates the feeling of craving or desire. It's a promise of a potential future reward. It is the engine that powers your impulse to act, compelling you to move toward the object of your desire. From an evolutionary perspective, this system is a masterpiece designed for survival. For our ancestors living in a world of scarcity, a spike of dopamine would motivate them to hunt for food, even when they weren't starving, or search for a new water source before the old one ran dry. It was a crucial tool for staying alive, ensuring we took action to secure resources that were vital for our existence. The problem is that this ancient wiring has not been updated for the modern world. Our environment has changed dramatically, but our brains have not. Your brain cannot tell the difference between a life or death need for survival and a cleverly targeted marketing campaign designed to sell you a sweater. The anticipation of buying a new gadget can trigger the same powerful dopamine release as the anticipation of finding a much-needed meal. This makes you feel like the purchase is incredibly important, almost urgent, even when your logical mind, your inner planner, knows it is not. This creates what we call the dopamine loop. It's a powerful four-step cycle that can easily lead to automatic, impulsive behavior. Let's walk through it. First, it starts with a cue. This is the trigger. It could be an email announcing a sale, a notification from a shopping app, or simply seeing an ad for a product you find appealing. Second, the cue triggers the craving. Your brain releases dopamine, creating that intense feeling of wanting. The promise of the reward is now active, and your mind starts to focus on acquiring it. Third, you take an action or a response. This is the behavior that will lead to the reward: clicking Add to Cart, driving to the store, or making the purchase. And finally, fourth, you get the reward. You receive the item itself, and with it, a temporary feeling of satisfaction. The craving is satisfied, for now. But here's the crucial part. When you get that reward, your brain learns this connection. It learns that the cue leads to craving, which leads to action, which leads to reward. Each time you complete this loop, the neural pathway associated with it gets stronger, faster, and more efficient. Your brain becomes more efficient at wanting and buying. Eventually, it becomes an automatic response, a habit. The action happens before your rational mind can even weigh the pros and cons. You see the cue, and you act, almost without thinking. Modern technology has become exceptionally good at hijacking this loop through something called a variable reward schedule. This is when the reward is unpredictable. Think of the notifications on your phone, the likes on a social media post, or the items in a video game loot box. You never know when you'll get the reward, or how big it will be. This uncertainty makes the dopamine system go into overdrive, making the craving even more intense and the loop even more addictive. A limited time sale works the same way. It creates an unpredictable opportunity for a reward. So, what can we do? Understanding this loop is not about fighting your biology. It is about working with it. It's about becoming a conscious operator of your own mind. You cannot simply turn off your brain's desire for rewards. That would be like trying to hold your breath forever. The impulse is a fundamental part of who you are. Instead, you can learn to manage the cues that trigger the loop. You can become more aware of what sets your cravings in motion, and you can find healthier, more constructive ways to satisfy the craving for novelty and reward that don't involve your wallet. By understanding that a chemical process is driving your desire, you gain a critical psychological distance. You can start to separate the feeling of wanting from the act of needing. You can observe the craving without immediately obeying it. This gives you a moment of pause, a crucial space between the craving and the action. And in that space, you create an opportunity for your logical planner to step in, assess the situation, and make a better long-term choice that aligns with your true goals.